Okay guys, so here's what we have today. So a few weeks back when we first started getting a lot of rain here, I came through and dumped all these trays and pulled all these trees out and set aside. The fruit trees anyways. I left the shade trees and the flowering trees alone. Just because I felt it, not necessarily my obligation, but I just felt I wanted to do something that I knew I foreseen a problem, and I wanted to preserve, food and the production of food and the potential of a lot of, food given to us by nature. The guy says, no, Walmart wants him to leave the water in the trays. I said, well, that's not really a good thing. I said, anybody knows anything about plants is they don't like to stay wet the whole time. They're going to get root rot. They won't make it. So he's like, no. He's like, that's what they want. They want me out here watering them every day, la, 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 this and that. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, be counterproductive to, what you're supposed to be doing and what you've been told to do and la, 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 and, mess with your job or whatever. I just, as, someone who grows and someone who knows, just seen a problem and thought I would correct it. Well, fast forward maybe a month. Yeah, it's probably been a month, maybe a month and a half-ish. And, well, guess what, guys? Yeah. Yeah, we're at about a 95% loss. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3. That guy's on its way out. I pulled this one out. This one still looks pretty good. But other than that, guys, look. You hear that? When you hear a snap, that's when you know it's done for. You hear that? And they're dead. They are dead. We got plum, excuse me, plum trees, pear trees. That's what I see now. Oh, peach trees. Yep. You hear it? So, I don't know. I'm kind of undecided of what angle am I really trying to go here. What am I trying to prove? Not necessarily trying to call Walmart out or whatever, but let this just be a lesson to people who do have trees and do have plants and things, guys. No. Okay? No. Okay? They don't like to be waterlogged, okay? They like a nice dry back. Let it dry all the way. Let it get all the way dry, and then water it. It gives the roots time to breathe. Gives them air, literally, and gives them time to breathe. And then when you get the dry back, and then when you water it, as they uptake it quickly, and they uptake it to the full potential of any micronutrients, any kind of food that may be in the water, or saturating as the soil gets moist. And yeah, these poor guys, they could have all made it. I tried to tell the guy, I don't know if I just don't know, but we've had day after day after day after day of rain here in the past, few weeks, month per se, and they just leave this in here like this. Like, I don't understand why. Like, he's the head guy. He's like I talked to the manager, if you will, of the garden center, and told him, hey, la la la, this and that, and he's like, no, this is what Walmart wants us to do. But wouldn't you just be like, okay, for the sake of productivity, for the sake of the life of the plant, if you know anything about plants, then you would counteract this. I don't. Look, guys, I was in charge of a lot of plants. Okay, thousands, literally thousands. Okay, I yeah, you have some fails. It's inevitable. It's 100% inevitable. But to not do something that's clearly an issue and it's going to be detrimental to your, numbers, to your success rate. I don't know, guys. It really frustrates me because I know some of these very trees that I'm touching now, I pulled out and saved months ago. Whenever it was. I don't know how long ago it was. It was one of the first big rains that we got. So, month and a half. The time margin is kind of irrelevant. The thing is that I proactively tried to do something to save all these trees. Because look how many. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21. 21 trees. And now you just take just one of those trees and think how much, within a few years, how much fruit that it could produce. One tree. So we have what I said, 21 trees now. Man. I don't know, guys. Maybe it's just me. I really don't know. Please chime in and let me know what you guys think. Is this a big deal? Am I overthinking it? Am I just freaking out for no reason? I mean, this could have been avoided, and it's really sad to me. One, that all these trees are dead. And two, the loss of potential food, especially in these times that we're in, guys. We have got to start growing our own food. We've got to start thinking ahead of time, the how do I word this, guys? How do I word this? Basically planning for the future, but we got to be mindful. We got to be forward thinking. We can't just be living in the moment and just going by the seat of our pants, okay? We got to have a plan. We got to be learning how to grow food. We've got to be actually growing food. We've got to be gaining experience points in our own little chapter book. And not everybody is a professional grower. Not everybody is, has a green thumb. But just give it a shot. Give it a shot. It's worth it. It's risk versus reward. Let me tell you right now, the risk of you failing at growing as opposed to the reward of your success far outweighs the risk of failure, okay? Just one little bitty inch of success in growing your own food right now is so detrimental to everything. You, your family, your friends, your neighbors. Just grow something. You see, you get a nice yield, and you'll have more than you need typically, and then you can pass it on. Therefore, giving healthy food that's grown, chemical free, grown organically, grown by your own hands, so you get the satisfaction of, bam, I've done this. And two, cut back on their grocery bill, cut back on wasted fuel for transport of actual, produce and things to the grocery store. It really just the whole circle and cycle of growing something and harvesting something and being able to pass that on, it just the positive effects snowball into positive numbers, positive. Man, I'm just at a loss for words with all this. But I'm sure a lot of you guys, you know exactly what I'm trying to say. Okay? It all adds up, basically. You know? A penny saved is a penny earned. And one small feat can actually, acerbate and build up to be a bigger success and a bigger reward and a bigger, oh my gosh, guys. If I had time to think about it, and normally I'm pretty good with words and fairly, well spoken, but I just am at a loss for the words right now, which I'm trying to come up with. But at the end of the day, just grow something, guys. Anything, just one little anything. Tomato plant, pepper plant, fruit tree, some herbs, anything. And if everybody on your block grew one thing that you could swap and share and hand out to your neighbors, and you all could benefit equally along the across the board, on the block, that it all adds up. Saved fuel for shipping, saved fuel for production, saved fuel from you having to go to the store, saved money in your own pocket. Plus, you eat enough of this and you get enough of this good homegrown, naturally grown food in your body. Boom, guess what? Saved money on doctor bills. Saved time from being, a little bit under the weather and maybe miss a day of work. I'm telling you, the benefits, when you break it down and start thinking about it, it just snowballs into this positive thing, this positive thing, this positive thing. It negates so many negative things and so many, used and overused resources that it's guys, as they say, a no-brainer, right? Like, for real, it's a no-brainer. So, from the wastelands here at the fruit trees at Walmart, I bid you a fair adieu. I have things to do. I didn't plan on making a 13-minute video. I have to rush off to the bank because for some reason I could not cash my check here. I don't know what's going on. I was trying to stay here close to the highway so that I could have quick travels and save time. But apparently I've got to drive into town and go to the bank because I definitely have to cash this check. But anyways, besides all, stay positive, stay productive, enjoy everything, grow something, anything, small, big, just grow something. Herbs are very easy. Tomatoes, whatever, just grow something. Beans, cucumbers, grow some cucumbers. Wait till you see how many cucumbers you get from one vine. Just one vine. You get cucumber. So many. You put them in your water. Cucumber water's delicious. Eat it fresh, boom. Salads, ranch, salt and pepper straight off the vine. That's how I grew up, eating cucumbers just right off the vine. Just take the salt and pepper shaker out to the garden. Cucumbers, tomatoes, for real. That's how we did it. Not just me, my cousins, we all. My grandma always had big garden. We go out there and eat it. Then I grew up. Then I started gardening. And when I say grew up, I started a garden somewhere in my teenage years. So, but at any rate, just grow something. Just enjoy your day. Look at this stormy clouds ahead, or overhead rather. We had tornadoes on the ground last night. We had rain just a little while ago. More rain coming. Hopefully no tornadoes. And yeah, that's it. Because that's what goes with the whole thing, guys. Enjoy everything. Enjoy everything every moment you get. Because you never know when you're not going to get that chance to enjoy something. No one's promised tomorrow. And when it comes to like a tornado, maybe you don't lose your life, but you lose your world, if you know what I mean. It's always typically raining during tornado. Tornado comes, rips your roof off, section of your roof. Now it's just pouring down rain in your house. Maybe, you know, it's a very rarely used or a not important part of your house. Maybe it's right in your living room, all your old photos. Maybe it's right in your pantry, all your food. So, you know, that really changes your whole world and how you're going to function the next day, the next week, the next months to follow. It really, tornadoes have a long-lasting impact when you are hit by one and affected by one. It's not just life or limb. It's your whole livelihood. It's your emotional and well-being. You know, your sanity, your happiness, your functionality. But anyways, apparently I'm really long-winded today, so I'm just gonna say deuces, y'all. Just do it, okay? Grow something, anything. It don't matter. I promise you, you will be happy. You will benefit. You will understand the joys of gardening, of growing your own food, of being able to give to your neighbors or give to your family. I promise. Anyways, deuces, y'all.